During our passage south, we had a failure of our outer headstay while crossing the Gulf Stream between Newport and Bermuda. After initial repairs in Bermuda, we were able to make our way to Antigua with only our inner stay for the final repairs. Initial work on the outer stay attachment point was completed in English Harbor recently, and now we're in Falmouth Harbor for the final steps.
After completing the initial work at Antigua Slipway Marina over in English Harbor, we made our way over to Falmouth Harbor and tied up at Cat Club Marina, which happens to be right next door to Antigua Rigging's shop. The new furler and foils arrived from Argon, and within a couple of days, the guys at the shop had the new headstay built. With a little bit of the usual persuasion, the outer headstay was attached. For about 20 minutes, Argon had two headstays again for the first time in over 2 months. But then they took the inner stay off and got the backing plate out to be modified.
The next step was to get the backing plate for the inner forestay modified according to the drawings provided by Tartan.
Say a few words, Stan. What have we got here?
What have we got here? Nothing that didn't cost a lot of time and money, Bob. Is that what you wanted to hear?
That's what I wanted to hear.
An improvement.
Yes. Only a couple of hours later, Stan dropped by to show me the finished part. So now that the part was made, the question is how to get it inside the mast without taking the mast down. At first, the plan was to drop it in through the hole where the outer stay shiv box goes. But that didn't work. It didn't fit. So after a couple of emails back and forth with Tartan, they suggested lowering it in through the crane on the aft side of the mast and fishing it out through the front. We sent Linda up on the chair to take a look and see if the part would really fit inside the crane. She thought it would fit inside the crane, but she did not think it would fit around the main halyard, shiv, and axle. So then we thought we'd probably have to take that out. But Deron from Antigua Rigging went aloft with the part, and incredibly he got it to fit around the main halyard shiv and fished it out through the front of the mast. Got it. Holy, he got it. We were all very impressed.
Lots of progress yesterday and today. Deron and Vishal from Antigua Rigging have been here a good part of the day, and Deron's been up and down the mast more times than we can count. After 2.5 months, we finally have a complete boat with 2 head sails and some new strong rigging.
This all started one kind of scary night in the Gulf Stream on the way from Newport to Bermuda. We lost this outer stay, tore right off the mast. Of course, it was 2 in the morning and dark and kind of scary. It's been quite a long process getting this repair done. Antigua Rigging and Ocean Sails up in Bermuda both were tremendous help, did a great job. I think the boat's better than ever now.
Now we're doing final preparations, and we're going to take her out for a spin tomorrow as we sail from Antigua to Guadalupe. Ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. You remember how to sail?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll read some books tonight.
Starboards to the right.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, these are ropes, not lines, right?
No, lines.
Oh, they're lines, not ropes. Okay, good.
We departed Antigua this morning a little after sunrise. We're sailing about 7.5 knots. The boat feels great on our way to Guadalupe. We think we'll be there by about 2 o'clock. So far, all good. Feels good to be on the water again.
Okay, one little tweak to do here. We noticed that the inner furling drum was turning a little bit hard, and so there was definitely a little bit of friction on this thing. So it had to be because the foil was either too high and rubbing at the toggle at the top, or too low and rubbing on the turnbuckle inside the drum. So we just dropped the sail, and I loosened up the bracket that holds the foil up and down, and popped that little holding piece out and dropped it down one click. You can see there's some notches in there. There's a series of them so you can locate the foil up or down. I dropped it down just one, and now it spins completely freely. So it was definitely rubbing at the top, and that was causing the friction. So we'll put the sail back up, and that should be the last little detail to take care of here.
Thank you for doing that while I was out snorkeling.
Yeah, okay.
Boat feels great. Got about 14 knots of wind out of the southwest. Start over.